What's up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the numbers. This is my last look for UFC Vegas 24. Going to be taking one last look before the card starts in about 59 minutes here. So I think the start time says 7, but since we lost the Farron fight, I feel like they're going to just talk for 30 minutes. But I'll stay on here for about an hour, then I'll head out, or at least until, I don't know, like an hour probably. So what's up, everybody in the chat? I don't know how many people are going to come. Like I said, I wasn't sure on the exact time, but I think an hour before the fights is probably the way to go. What's up, Kaylee? How you doing? Hey, bud, who would be your cash core? So yeah, during this live stream, we'll talk strategy, we'll talk bets, we'll talk all that. We'll hang out, talk some fights, and get ready for the card. So, Kaylee, to answer your question, I think it's kind of a stars and scrubs week for me from a cash perspective. Up top, Gravely, Alessan, I do want those two in there. And then down below, I do like Gastelum as a cash play and also Munoz. So if I had to do a cash core, it would be those four. Let's see what we got here. Sugar Show. Welcome to the Sugar Show. Yes, sir. Uncle Weezy in the chat. It's fight night. Let's go. Yes, sir. I'm excited. Should be a good night of fights for sure. And then, of course, next week we have a crazy card, insane card next week. What's up, Robert? Excited for the fights tonight. UFC and boxing. Gonna have two 2Vs going. There you go. Yeah, and is anybody watching the Paul Askren fight tonight? I can't believe I actually did a breakdown for that fight. Let me know who you guys have in that. Who is the best value below 7,400? I think the best value below. So are we counting Espino? Are we not? I like Espino at that price. Man, I don't know. I don't really like anything really below Espino. So if Espino counts, Espino. Other than that, maybe Gastelum. 7,100 is not a bad look for some value. But I do like Espino at that $7,400 price. What's up, Vince? How you doing? James in the chat. Let's go. Let's go indeed. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. Greetings from Thailand. What's up? Bleed the Bookies. I like that name. Hudson in the chat. Let's cash. I agree. Greetings from Holland. From all over the place. What's up, Preston? Bang, bang. Yes, sir. What's up, Alon? How you doing? Let's go, Stevens. Yeah, so interesting thing on the Stevens fight. Like, this line movement is kind of freaking me out. Yeah, so we see Stevens at now plus money. Like, I just don't get that. If anything, I thought the line would get wider, but we now have him at plus money. Yeah, I don't really understand that. Minus 105. I don't really get that. It should be a close fight, so maybe that's why the line's coming in a little bit, but I don't understand that. I really don't. But yeah, really looking forward to that fight. That fight's probably one of the better fights on the card. And I do also want to mention after this, I will be heading over to Pub Sports Radio Live. We're going to be going live for the fights, live betting, live commentary. If you guys want to hang out after that, I'm going to be going live around 7 on Pub Sports Radio Live, so go check that out. OMG, it's Sugar. Final thought, yeah, like I just said, line movement's freaking me out. I bet Stevens at minus 120. It's more of a level of competition thing. And you have Close, who's fighting, not awful level of competition, but he's fighting guys that aren't the same level, even close to the same level as Jeremy Stevens, and he's going to close fights with him. Like Christos Giagos went to a close fight. He was a big favorite in that fight. I thought he should have looked a lot better. Going to close fights with guys like Bobby Green in a fight that he won when a lot of people thought he lost. I think Stevens knocks him out personally, or at least I hope so. But the line movement's a little weird on that one. I want to see what Frank Mir does with a 70-pound weight advantage. Yeah, Frank Mir looked pretty good on the scales. Anyone know what time the Askren fight will come on? I think they said like around 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. I'm not sure. Hopefully Gronk is on a bender today. What is your opinion on the Cortez weight miss? I don't love it. I don't love it. I have a bet on Cortez by decision minus 120. Wasn't a good look. I see a lot of people taking the shot on Justine Kish. I get it, but we've seen like the past couple of weeks where, people are looking awful on the scales and going out there and performing really good. Like Jamie Malarkey looked really bad on the scales. went out there, got a first-round knockout. Ryan Spann looked off on the scales, went out there and got a first-round knockout. So I'm not going to look into it all that much. I'm not going to be hedging my bet or nothing like that. And of course, we see even money coming in on Cortez still after the weight miss. Minus 305, minus 275, minus 320. So a lot of parlay pieces with Cortez. And at the beginning of the week, went on Tapology. I don't usually do this, but we saw like 95% of the Tapology users picking Cortez. 95%. Those are Amanda Nunes numbers. Those are John Jones numbers. Let's go. What's up, Diego? How you doing? Give me Gastelum. Yeah, no action on that fight for me from a betting perspective. I think Gastelum's somewhat live, but I'm going with Whitaker. What's up, Dev? The dude, how you doing? What's good, Brady? Let's hit these books. I agree. Close by decision. Yeah, close. If he does win, it is probably by decision. The guy has 0 finishes in the UFC. Don't see him finishing Stevens as well. Are you wanting to fade the Whitaker? From a betting perspective, I'm fading it. From a DraftKings perspective, I have some Gastelum. I have some Whitaker. I just don't think the fight scores all that well. But it could. It could. 5 rounds. Main event. Took Whitaker, Godinez, and Hubbard. I like it. I think all 3 win. Bovada had Lupi, Godinez by decision or KO at plus 275 by mistake. I hope they don't void my bet. Yeah, obviously great line there. Fantastic line because that's exactly how she wins. So hopefully you don't void it. I would be hitting that, and I would be hitting that very, very hard. Rob all day. You got 100 on Godinez, Gerald, Romanov, and Rob. I'm going the other way on the Romanov, but then again, I think it's a 50-50 fight. Live Soho shots. Probably not today. Maybe next week. Do you like Alessan for DFS? Yes, I do. So I'll talk some ownership. If you guys want to know my ownership for guys, I'll let you know. Alessan is my second highest owned at 63%. I have his projected ownership around 43%. So I'm going to be a little bit overweight to the field on Alessan. And I have some bets on him as well. So really counting on the guy. I know he's screwed a lot of people, including me, the past 2 fights against Lazez and Chaos Williams. But they're giving him an absolute layup here. The UFC wants to get Alessan back on track. And if he does not beat Jacob Kun, I really do think that he should hang up the gloves and he should hang them up right away because that is an awful, awful look. Brady, Dariush would crush Stevens. No, yeah, I'd go with Dariush in that fight. Is Pena a good pivot from Chalky Munoz? Yeah, I think I have some Pena. I actually put him as my low-owned dart throw. I do think he's going to be super low-owned. And you're right, Munoz is going to be one of the highest-owned dogs on the slate. If I can pull up the ownership here. Have Munoz sitting at 31% ownership, projected ownership. And Pena sitting at around 23% ownership. So, I did play a little bit of Pena just because of how low-owned he's going to be. And it wouldn't shock me if he got a sub or nothing like that. Not expecting it, but it wouldn't completely shock me if he subbed Munoz or something like that. Maybe knocked him out on the feet. So we got here David. I have Gravely, Alessan, Espino, and Gastelum as my core 4. I like that a lot. I'm debating on going Hubbard and Mearshart or Stevens and Fabinski as my other 2 legs. Thoughts? Yeah, I like it. I think all those are great plays. Frank Mir is plus 800. Yeah, I'm not going to be betting Frank Mir. Tracy's fine. Only by 0.5. Yeah, but the 0.5 is something that concerns me because that means she tried to cut that weight. And then she didn't get in, that she tried to cut it again. It's just not a great look. But hopefully she rehydrated, filled out a little bit. But it is a little bit of concern. But I do think she pulls it off. Apple pie shitter. Let's see. I want to say Alessan, but I don't want to say Alessan because I'm really counting on tonight. I don't know. I guess Romanov. I think a lot of people are playing the Romanov side. I personally think it's a really close fight. So I could say Romanov. I really hope Gravely and Alessan do get it done. I mean, they should. But if I had to pick one, I'd say Romanov does shit in some pies. Maybe Whitaker as well. I think a lot of people are a little bit overly confident in Whitaker. I think he wins. I think he's the better fighter. It's just the chin is a concern and the power of Gastelum is a concern as well. But then again, Gastelum has not finished anybody since, 2017? Cortez by sub plus 500. Yeah, I'm going to the decision. That's not a bad line. Cortez went from minus 225 to minus 155 last time. Yes, she did. People did lose money, including me. I think books have been messing up a lot lately. Got Raymond and Daniels last night plus 270. Yeah, they always make mistakes here and there. It's just, are they going to void those or not? I have Whitaker, Hubbard, Gravely, and Usman on a parlay. Yeah, Usman fighting next week. I do have an early play on him, and I have a ton of action for UFC 261. So really looking forward to that card. But first, we have the card tonight. What's up, John? How you doing? Let's go. I agree. GM3 by sub. Yeah, I do have GM3 by sub plus 290. Not sure what it is now, but the line's off. I mean, if he's going to win, it's going to be by submission. He's not going to win by knockout. He's not going to win by decision off his back. If he's going to win, it's going to win. He's going to be by sub. So plus 290. That's just off. Steven's line is now picking. Yeah, I mentioned it a little bit. I don't understand why. I don't really get the love for close. I'm not big on the guy myself. He's somebody that goes to, very close fights with not the best level of competition. Hasn't really had any really dominant performances. And Stevens, yes, he has not won in forever, but you got to look at who he's fighting. So great card. Go check my picks. See what we got here. GM3 by sub second round. Yeah, I'll be very happy if GM3 does get that sub. He's going to get 15 minutes to do so. 15 minutes to find the submission. He's going to be on his back for the majority of the fight. Fabinski has been submitted in 3 out of his 4 losses. I think a sub is very likely. Yeah, the dude's big. The dude's big. What's up? We got a Dr. Sanjay in the chat. How you doing? Beanie Cult, where you at? What is Sherman's path to victory? I'd say KO. Arlovsky's been knocked out 11 times. Sherman has a 96% finish rate. The guy's a finisher. And I can double check the numbers there. But yeah, I do think if Sherman wins, it's going to be by KO. Sherman, 93% finish rate. 0 subs. Has been knocked out 4 times himself. But then you see Arlovsky has been knocked out 11 times. I don't know what it is, but it looks like Arlovsky's chin as of late has gotten better, which is weird. But still, yeah, if Sherman wins, it's probably going to be a KO. And that's another thing I did want to talk about. I was waiting overnight to see the Arlovsky line. If it got the plus money, I would have probably pulled the trigger. I'm just going to pass. It's really a fight I really don't want to bet on. But you see Arlovsky here at minus 107, minus 115. He did open up around minus 185. So tons of money coming on the Sherman side. I don't know why people are betting Sherman. I wouldn't. I don't know. It's kind of weird seeing Arlovsky as a favorite, though. I mean, he hasn't been a favorite in 13 or 14 fights. So I don't know. The line movement this week is honestly kind of weird. The Stevens line movement and the Arlovsky line movement, I just don't get it. Another thing I don't get is it seems like Munoz is the most popular dog on the entire card, and the line is just not moving. It's just staying where it's at. Literally everybody seems to be on Munoz, and the line is just staying where it's at. I thought some money would be coming in on Munoz. I thought maybe Pena would go to minus 130, minus 120, but no, the line has stayed right around that minus 150 mark. So yeah, the line movement is pretty weird this week. Pena, yeah, he could. He's notorious for it. He could. Yeah, I'm not gonna say if he loses to Malkoon. For one, I'll be really upset, and for two, he probably should retire. He really should, but I don't think that's gonna happen. He could. Gastelum. I think a lot of people are sleeping on him a little bit. Like I said, I'm going with Whitaker, but would I be shocked if Gastelum hurt him, dropped him? No, I really wouldn't. Stevens is gonna screw everyone, but not everyone, because a lot of people have close. So. Yeah, Whitaker could. He could. Gastelum has 5 rounds to probably knock him out. I don't see Gastelum winning a decision unless he drops him a couple times, but you're darn right he will. You're darn right he will. Right away. Fabinski, does average a crazy 7.08 takedowns per 15 minutes. So yes, he's going to be going for takedowns, and he's going to be going for a lot of them. But it just so happens that's where Meerschaert wants to fight on the mat. Yeah, I'm going with Arlovsky. I don't love it. 42 years old, has been knocked out a ton. Sherman looked very good last fight, but you got to look at the weigh-ins, and he didn't look great. And Clint from the Dired MMA podcast posted a picture like side to side between his weigh-in yesterday and his weigh-in his last fight when he was, on PEDs, and he looked completely different. So yeah, I do like Arlovsky. I was tempted to bet it, but I think the smart move is just to stay away and pass. We have 175 in here. Pretty good for the debut of the last look, going an hour before lock here. You guys can hit the like button. Also subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. But yeah, pretty good turnout. I'll definitely keep doing these. Just was not sure on what time I wanted to do so. Was thinking about doing it earlier, but I like my sleep, so I think an hour before is pretty good, just to answer any final questions and talk with you guys here. Let's hit these books. Yes, sir. Let's hit them, and let's hit them hard. Just added Gravely Hubbard for an early bet. Yeah, I think both those guys win, and yeah, if Gravely starts the night off with a win, I'll be very happy. I'm kind of iffy about it. You kind of got to be iffy about it, but he is probably one of the more confident picks on the card. He's been submitted 5 times. Can Burchak submit him? Maybe, but you look at the guys that has been submitting Gravely, and they're a lot better than Burchak. So hopefully Gravely gets it done, starts the night off right, and hopefully everything keeps rolling from there. Should you leave Sherman out of your Hail Mary? Yeah, I would leave him out personally. I mean, yeah, like Sherman, he's so hittable. Coming off PEDs, did not look great on the scales. The problem with that is Arlovsky has not had a knockout win in like 17 or 18 fights. If he showed some more knockout power, if he showed some knockouts as of late, I probably would be hammering that under 2.5 or the fight doesn't go to decision because it's plus money. But I don't know, he just hasn't shown it. But if he's going to get a knockout, like now is the fight to do it. Espino wins. I think he wins, but man, it's such a close fight. I think it can go either way. What's up, Jax? Ray, how you doing? Been a few. What's up? What's going on with you? Hopefully you are looking forward to the card as much as I am. And then we have the Jake Paul Ben Askren fight, which I'm going to be tuning into that. I don't know about Hubbard. I don't think he's good as people think he is. I don't think people think he's that great, but people do like his toughness. People do like his cardio. Very, very good traits to have. I don't think he's all of that, but Dakota Bush coming in on short notice, a week notice, I think it's a tough task there. But if Dakota Bush wins, it's going to be in the first round. You see his fights, and you see the majority of his wins are in that first round. Could it happen? Maybe. I'll let you guys know my ownership on Dakota Bush. I did play some because he has that first round upside. I have 15% Dakota Bush, projected ownership around 18%, so right around the field for Dakota Bush there. As far as Hubbard, I didn't go crazy on it just because he's more of a decisionator. Maybe he gets a late finish. I can honestly see him losing that first round as well, so I went 9% Hubbard. So not overly invested in that fight from a DFS perspective, and from a betting perspective, I'm going to pass. I know some guys in the Discord, Uncle Weezy, and some other guys have the round 3 prop for Hubbard. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, especially at the price of, I think, like plus 1,400, because he's definitely known to, get these comebacks, come on strong, and as later as the fight goes. And if Dakota Bush, which did not look great on the scales, if he is compromised a little bit in the later rounds, I think the third round is a little bit live there. Arlovsky by decision, yeah, it could be. It could be. Bush round sub is possible. Sherman not going to KO Arlovsky. It could happen. It could happen. What's going on? The real Bunkoots. Hopefully I pronounced that right. What's up, Matthew? How you doing? Sherman or Munoz on DK? Are you talking cash? Are you talking tournaments? I think Sherman, if you're looking for upside, Sherman. If you're looking for, safety like a cash game, I'd go Munoz there. He's going to be getting takedowns, probably doesn't get a finish. But if Sherman wins, it's likely it's probably a knockout. Yeah, Sherman did not look great at weigh-ins compared to like how he looked last time, that's for sure. Let's see what we got in the chat. I think people are more fading Arlovsky, but I'm not. Same for Pena. Yeah, people don't like Pena. A lot of people say he's overrated. I'll say he's not because everybody hates on him. So how's he overrated when everybody hates on him? That's all I've been seeing all week is Pena sucks, all this and all that. I don't think he's overrated anymore. Maybe he was a couple of years ago, but now everybody craps on the guy. I have a lineup with Cortez, Mearshart, Alessan, Romanov, Sherman, and Bush. Still debating if I want to replace Bush with Gastelum. Personally, I'm more Gastelum, but Bush, like I said, if he wins, is going to be in that first round. Arlovsky's in all my lineups. How many lineups are you doing? How does Espino win? Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, getting takedowns. I think the guy that gets on top in this fight is going to have a lot of success. Biggest upset tonight? Maybe the Whitaker fight. Maybe the Whitaker fight could be the biggest upset. Like I said, I want to say Alessan could be, but I hope not. Let's see here. Godinez is minus 260. Cortez is minus 305. Women's MMA. I don't know. Maybe Cortez loses. She did not have a great weight cut. It did not look like, but hope not. I hope not. GM3 by flying knee KO as Fabinski shoots. Maybe. Yeah, she looked a little sucked out. She didn't look great. I think she'll be fine personally, but she did not look great. No hedge spot for Romanov Espino. Might double up on Romanov TKO. Yeah, if he wins, I think it's going to be a KO. Whitaker, Lapita, Tracy, Stevens, Parley. I do think they all win. Not something I do personally, but I do think they all get it done. No problem, Oliver. Happy to be doing it. Let's see here. This is the perfect time. Makes time go by pretty quick. Yeah, time is going flying here. Nice to talk it up with you guys. And I need to start going live more. Just going live more is something I really wanted to start doing. And now's a great time. Out of Alessan, who's most likely to get a finish? Somebody in the Romanov fight. Somebody in the Romanov Espino fight. Somebody's more than likely getting finished there. So one of those two. What's your favorite chick fighter? My favorite chick fighter is Amanda Nunes, the GOAT. The GOAT has been making me money fight after fight after fight. Gotta love her. Cortez should be better at this weight. Yeah, I agree. She should be bigger, stronger, but the weight cut. She should be fine, though. Danny, what's going on? Yeah, Danny is going to be over there at Pub Sports Radio Live along with me and the guys, talking some fights, talking some live betting, all that great stuff in about like 40-something minutes. It's a good idea. The hour before lock videos. Yep, I like them. I do like them. If you guys can hit the like button, that'd be sweet. Let's get these likes up. Yeah, talked about it a little bit. I don't think it's a great look. I would rather have her miss weight by like 3 or 4 pounds and not really try to cut that extra half pound. I'm not looking into it all that much, but it is something to note. Gerald all day, maybe. I think it's like a 50-50 fight, but I think it's a great shot to get that submission. What's up, Ron? How you doing? Hopefully you're ready for the fights tonight. I like Sherman. He will fight for your money and will take a shot to give a shot. He will take a bunch of shots. Yes, he will, to give them back. Yep, you're right. Romanov round 2 TKO. Yep, if he does win it, it will be a TKO, I do believe. Does Whitaker usually score well on DK? Yeah, when he's getting finishes, he's scoring pretty good. It's just I don't think he can finish Kelvin. Maybe late, but Kelvin has a chin on him. The guy's never been knocked out. When he goes to decision, he doesn't score all that great, especially with the new scoring system. More than likely not getting takedowns, control time, significant strikes going from 0.5 to 0.4. So unless he gets a finish, I don't really see him scoring all that well. But the finish maybe could happen, but I just think Gastelum is, extremely, extremely durable. What's up, Blues fan? Thank you for the dono. Top 3 most confident picks. I will be going with Gravely, Alessan, and it was Cortez up until the weigh-ins, which I'll stick with Cortez as well. I'll say those 3. Killer G's tonight. Godinez, Gravely, and yes, Gastelum. There you go. Chances Askren shoots for a double leg on Jake Paul. I hope so. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. So definitely rooting for that. Yeah, I'm with you, Desmond. Hopefully he gets the KO as well. Non-violent Bob Ross going to work some I hope nobody's parlaying Bob Ross. I hope nobody's doing that. Pena has hands. Line sucks. Yeah, I don't like the line. If Pena was like minus 110, minus 120, I'd probably pull the trigger. But at minus 160, then thank you. Doing 3 lines there. You think Ben Askren will get the TKO late? Yeah, I'm leaning more towards a Paul decision personally, but really anything can happen in this fight. It's a hilarious fight. I can't wait to watch it. Take Whitaker. Are you having more Sherman or Arlovsky in a DK? Let's take a look here at my ownership. I have 40% Sherman, because if I do, if he does win, it's going to be by knockout. Arlovsky's been knocked out 11 times. He has a 96% finish rate, all by knockout. 40% Sherman, and then I don't have much Arlovsky, like 11%, because he has not got a knockout since like 2015. Is it possible here? Sure, but when he does win, it's not scoring all that great, and he doesn't win much. So yeah, not much Arlovsky. I don't hate the play. It's just the lack of finishing ability is something I don't really like there. Malkoon could win. Maybe. His path to victory is Alessan beating himself. Like, Alessan's going to have to gas out. That's how he's going to win. Because the guy's a BJJ brown belt. 0 submissions on his record. He's not a great wrestler. Not a great striker. Not great defensively. Doesn't look like a great grappler. But if he's going to win, it's going to be because Alessan does beat himself. Bush Keish can't play them. No way they win. Anything can happen, but I'm with you. Tracy missed by 0.5. Yeah, 0.5 is not the worry. The worry is trying to cut that 0.5. Bravely Whitaker to finish my Bellator 4-leg parlay. I think they do hit there. Small but big. Why don't girls want to date me? I'm not sure. Hopefully they start wanting to. What's up, Freddie? How you doing? Best of luck. These 4 a.m. Sundays work are killing me. Yeah, that sucks. I was up pretty late last night, like 7 o'clock in the morning. Why did my dad leave? I'm not sure. If you were to do a 3-leg banker, what were your picks? What are your picks? Yeah, it'd probably be Gravely, Alessan, Cortez. I'm not really a 3-leg parlay guy. I'm usually more of a 2-legger, but if I was to do a 3, it probably would be that. We all know who the finest women's MMA fighter is. Do we? Liked, unsubscribed, and then subscribed again. I'll take it, I guess. I'll take it. Well, what's up, Big Show? How you doing? Should be a nice fight, a nice night of fights tonight. Abdul round 1. Yep. If he wins, it's going to be round 1. The dude has not won any other way outside of that first round. So, yeah, round 1. Paul, first round KO. Maybe. Brady, let's go, you big brain, handsome, burly bruiser. I like it. Let's go. I hope Rob gets a finish. He could. Why are people taking Sherman? He's so bad. Yeah, he's not great, man. Like, this is going to be Arlovsky's easiest fight, arguably, since he fought Junior Albini. Junior Albini versus Chase Sherman would be an interesting fight, actually. That'd be fun. But Albini is no longer in the UFC. I don't believe. Is having the main event in a lineup a must? Cash GPP. I'd say for tournaments, it's definitely not a must this week because you got Gravely up there, you got Alessan up there. In cash, I do have the main event in cash, or at least half of the main event in cash. But yeah, I think cash is fine to play the main event. But as far as tournaments, I really don't love the upside from the main event, and it's going to be high owned as well. We can take a look at the ownership projections. Have Gastelum projected around 24%. I'm right around the field there. Whitaker projected around 39%. So Whitaker, one of the more higher owned guys on the slate, which does make sense because it is the main event. People love to get that main event in, and I get it. But we don't always see the main event in the optimal lineup. James says, over 200 people in here. Smash the like button. I agree. Let's smash it up. Yeah, pretty good turnout today. 225 in here. That's pretty good. Definitely pretty good. Justin, great content. Never miss a show. Smash that like button, people. Let's go. I agree. Let's go. Appreciate that, Justin. Arlovsky beat Sakai and he beat Bozer. I think both those guys beat Sherman. Yeah, I'm with you there. Arlovsky by decision. Yeah, let's see what Arlovsky by decision is. Arlovsky by decision is plus 165. Maybe. I mean, yeah, I think that's probably how he wins, but I don't know. Sherman's so hittable. He could, if he does get a knockout, it's going to be against Chase Sherman. So personally, staying away from the fight, I was looking for maybe if Arlovsky got the plus money, but instead Jeremy Stevens got the plus money. Wrong fighter. I wanted Arlovsky at plus money. Would have took the shot, but I'm not gonna play it. Definitely not gonna play it. Let's see what we got here. I am new. Do you have a spreadsheet for lines, or how do we get your picks? You can sign up on the Patreon. The link should be in the description below. Actually, just got 200 and I think we're like one away from 300. Yeah, one away from 300 members on Patreon. But yeah, link in the description. You get the model you see here. Get the fighter stats, advanced stats, courtesy of Uncle Wheezy. Targets, projections, line percentage, rankings, DraftKings stats, FanDuel stats, access to Discord, betting breakdown, my article for DraftKings. I do an article for betting as well. Uncle Wheezy starting to do some extra video content. I do some extra video content. So a ton more into the Patreon. So thank you for all the guys that have signed up. Really does help me improve my content and add new things. Whiskey or tequila? Definitely whiskey. How does a Godinez height obstacle play out? I'm not overly worried about that, really. Brady Paul decision. That man don't have a. That's kind of what I was thinking at first, Ron. And then I saw the weigh-ins, and I'm really worried about the Askren side of things. Like Askren looks like he has not been taking this serious at all. So yeah, I kind of thought that at first Askren could start take over as the fight goes on, but seeing Ben Askren at the weigh-ins, just not a great look at all. It's an Askren's contract. If he shoots, he doesn't get paid. Oh wow. If ref lets him clinch all Askren. That's interesting there. Bush wins. I say no. Could he win? Yeah, he could. But I'd say no. Arlovsky, Sherman goes the distance, minus 135. Arlovsky by decision, plus 150. Yeah. I don't know. I anything can happen. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Buy the show. Yeah, I think I could buy the show. MLB the show. We could play it up. Depends on how much it is. I mean, I'm not gonna play it that much, but if it's like $30, I'll pull the trigger there. And if it's up in the 50s, I don't know if I can do that. Gravely, yes, sir. I'm high on Gravely. I think he could. We'll kind of take a look at the finish stats here. So Burchak has been finished in 4 out of his 7 losses, 3 by submission. And Gravely has a 55% finish rate, 40% by knockout, 15% by submission. I mean, it's possible. I think it's either going to be a very dominant decision, but maybe Gravely does go for that finish. Romanov or other. I'm going to Spino, but really it's a 50-50 fight. Hubbard or Whitaker and Cash. Yeah, Whitaker. Gravely, Whitaker, Tatum plus 20 points. Booker plus 20 points. Vucevic, I think you're talking about. I'm not an NBA guy. Good luck to you. Do you think majority of people are stacking a main and cash? I think a lot of people will. Not a bad fight to stack, honestly. It should go the distance. Favorite to go the distance. Hope Paul gets hospitalized. Goodness. I don't know if Ben Askren's going to hospitalize him. I can't read anything. Should be zoomed in here. But yeah, so what's up? How you doing? Do you like Rose and Valentina? I actually like Whaley and Valentina next week. How do I see your picks? I posted all my bets on Twitter, DFS_numbers, and Instagram, DFS by the numbers. All good. I bet 150 on Gravely Hubbard, but need to play for after those 2 cash. You need to play for after those 2 cash. I don't know. There's a lot of great opportunities. Luck to you as well, North. Let's get paid. I agree. Ketchup or hot sauce? Man, probably neither, but if I had to pick one on ketchup. $90 for the show? Goodness. I don't know about that. I do not know about that. $90. I love me some MLB The Show. Don't worry, Gunny. I'm not betting him. I'm not betting him. Not betting him. If I was to bet the fight, it would probably be the Espino sub prop, but I'm not going to bet it. I'm going to sit back and watch. What's up, Boston Nick? Yeah, me, Boston Nick, and the guys are going to be going live on Pub Sports Radio shortly in less than like 30 minutes. So I'll probably chill here for another 25 minutes. Brady on Madden asking from the show comment. No, I'm not on Madden. I used to play back in the day. Nowadays, I'm more on the Warzone. Love me some Warzone. Please get the trolls out of here. I don't see any trolls. Maybe it's because I blocked them in the past. Maybe they're not showing up for me. But I don't see any trolls. The show is free on Xbox. I'll have to check it out. Romanov is the sheriff's pick. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Gravely by sub. Yeah, the Gravely by sub prop is really interesting. So Gravely by sub is, I think, plus 400, something like that. Plus 400 for Gravely by sub. Not awful. Not awful. Askren has never had anything but a dad bod. Still been one of the best in the world the past in 2 sports and an Olympian. Yeah, he never looked, great on the scales, but just seeing him did not look great. Bird Jack by sub. If he wins, that's probably how he wins. Gunny, I'm not betting Espino, dude. I'm not betting him. Bet the house on JP. I would never put money on that fight in a million years. Dog of the night. Maybe Mearshart. Maybe Mearshart could be the dog of the night. But yeah, I like Mearshart to get the sub there. Is Hubbard parlayable? Maybe, not something I do. Stacking is when you have 2 of the same guys in the same fight. Typically, you want to do it in cash to get a nice floor between the 2. Like for the main event, probably goes 5 rounds. Probably some decent volume thrown, maybe some takedowns. So not a bad fight to stack there. The line is big, and a lot of people are going to be betting Ben Askren just based off the fact of his resume. And Jake Paul is a YouTuber. But I don't know. Odds of Arlovsky, Stevens, and Whitaker all winning. I'm not sure what the odds would be on that, but I'm personally picking them all to win. I don't know why everyone hates Jake Paul. The kid is actually a genius. He made the entire MMA community hate him when Ben Askren was one of the most hated. I don't know, kind of crazy. He's a smart dude. He's getting paid. Very smart guy. The show is free on Xbox Pass per sources. Okay. I have to check it out. Now I'm on Xbox. Yeah, it's a tough fight. I feel like Weidman's probably the side, but the chin, it's just you can't bet on that chin. Who's your lock of the night? No lock of the night tonight for sure, but if I had to pick one, I guess Alessan. Even then, it's a little iffy. Tom Brady the picks. Do you think Tyron Woodley could beat Jake Paul? Yeah, definitely. He would destroy Jake Paul in whatever he wants. Everyone is going to buy the fight to see him lose, and he's going to bank in cash and get the win at the same time. I'm not buying the fight. That's for sure. Romanov, yeah, Romanov's a beast. That fight is the best fight on the card, easily. I'm telling you, Romanov is the dub. I know, bro. I typed you before they said it. Espino is a mismatch for Romanov, who is very basic, just strong. Espino by domination. Yeah. Romanov's extremely strong, less technical. Espino's the more technical wrestler, grappler. But we can't ignore how insanely strong Romanov is. The dude's a beast. Yep, those are the 2 ways. Those are the 2 outcomes in that fight. Thank you for answering me, sub. Appreciate that, Ken. Hopefully you do well tonight. Arlovsky and Stevens taking L's. They could. But those fights are pretty close. I don't like stacking, but I am in cash today. I'm personally not stacking in cash, but I don't hate it if you were to do so. I really hope the MMA gods are with me. I need Whitaker and Usman to close out a 7-leg parlay. Nice. Hopefully they get it done. What is the best one bet to make? I got $50. Thank you, sir. My favorite bet of the night is probably, I like Alessan wins in round 1. The dude has not won in any other way outside of round 1, and the UFC is giving him an absolute layup here. So that's probably my favorite bet. I got it at plus 135. But I'm not buying the fight either. These free UFC is on. Yeah, I'm not buying the fight. Espino is not going to take Romanov down, and if he does, he won't hold him there. I think he definitely could take him down. Holding him there is definitely a different question. Espino's wrestling is legit. Penny a decent punt? Probably not. Probably not. What's cash? It's a DraftKings double ups for the most part. Head-to-heads, 50-50s. Who do you use for online betting? Yeah, mostly Bet Online and then FanDuel Sportsbook. I've been using a ton. Used to be on Bovada. I haven't really touched Bovada lately. Sometimes I get on the DraftKings Sportsbook, but they've been really slacking lately. So FanDuel Sportsbook mostly and Bet Online. I'm getting wasted tonight just in case MMA God screw me. Good luck to you. Yeah, Juan has a huge bet. I forget the amount. I want to say, Juan, you have a $10,000 bet on Whitaker, something crazy like that. But yeah, if Juan wins, I get $100. So rooting for Whitaker for sure. Please tell me he's winning today. I'm picking him to win. I do think he wins. Now I'm doing a free DK contest next week for UFC 261. 10K, yes sir. Are you betting PFL next week? I'm not betting it next week, but I might bet it in 2 weeks. I'll be in Vegas in 2 weeks, so I might just put some action on it in 2 weeks. And the card in 2 weeks is just fantastic. Subbed for a year, boss. Let's get this money. Appreciate that. But yeah, we have 240 in here. If you guys can hit the like button, also subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. I'll quickly go through my quick picks. We have like 20 minutes left, and I'll head out of here. But yeah, really looking forward to the card. So Tony Gravely, Burchak, I'm going to go with Gravely. Pretty reliant on him here to get the win to start off the night right, have him in a parlay. Austin Hubbard versus Dakota Bush. I'm going with Hubbard. Bush scares me a little bit in that first round, but if Hubbard can survive that first round, which I do think he does, I do think he takes over and wins either a decision or a third round finish. Wouldn't surprise me. Fabinski, Mearshart, I think it's a 50-50 fight. Either Fabinski's going to take down Mearshart for 15 minutes, control him there for 50 minutes, or Mearshart's going to have a sub. And I do think Mearshart could get that submission. I did have a bet on Mearshart by submission. Those are the two outcomes. If you want to bet Fabinski, probably bet him by decision. Mearshart, probably bet him by submission. Jessica Penne, give me Godinez here. Penne has not won a fight in like 6 years. But Godinez only has 5 fights. Something I wouldn't bet on personally. If I was to make a bet, it would be Godinez by decision, but just something I wouldn't touch. Another fight I'm not touching, sitting back and watching, is going to be Romanov Espino. See a lot of people 50-50 on this one. I see a lot of people really confident in the Romanov side and really confident in the Espino side. I'm kind of torn. I mean, I'm going to go with Espino. I'm not going to bet it. Really, anything can happen in this fight. There's just not enough info or footage of, Romanov off his back, Espino off his back. Like, I've never seen Espino taken down off his back. I've seen Romanov taken down once. So we really don't know who's going to get that first takedown. I think whoever gets that first takedown is going to probably win the fight, honestly. Cortez, Quiche, Cortez, I have her by decision, minus 120. The weigh-ins are a little bit concerned. He's the better striker. I think he has a very underrated submission game that it can use to get reversals, sweeps, get on top. I think he has something like 8 reversals in the UFC, which is insane. And I'm just not high on Munoz. I think he has a great skill set. I just don't know about that. So give me Pena for the win there. Alessan versus Jacob Kun. Yeah, this is my main event. I have the most action on this fight. I have him parlayed with Gravely, and I have the first round prop. They're giving him a layup. We saw what Jacob Kun did against Phil Haas. Took Phil Haas one punch to put him out. Alessan, he's coming up a weight class. He hasn't looked great. A lot of people probably want to fade him here, but we see the line getting wider and wider. I do think Alessan should win this fight. If he does not, take off your gloves, put him in the middle of the octagon, and never come back. Like, this is a fight you should absolutely win. Like, they are feeding you someone to get you back on track, and you definitely need to take advantage here against Jacob Kun. Arlovsky Sherman, I like Arlovsky, not betting it. I was waiting to see if it went to plus money. It did not. It's not something I really want to put my money on, but give me Arlovsky to win the fight. Stevens close. I like Stevens minus 120. He's now currently plus money for some reason. I think Stevens has fought the much better level of competition by a huge margin. Close is going to close fights against not low level competition, but lower level competition. Guys like Bobby Green, Christos Giagos, Lana Venata, guys like that. So I think Stevens has a really good chance to knock him out here. Whitaker, Gastelum, going with Whitaker. Don't feel overly confident about it, but I do think he wins as long as his chin does hold up. I do think he's the better fighter here, but not something I'm going to put money on. But those are my quick picks for the card. But yeah, should be a really, really good card. Really looking forward to it. Let's see what we got here in the chat. I'm going to scroll up. Double fist punching top position. I wouldn't want to get punched by King. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get punched between them as well, or by him as well. Let's see here. Jell's running a free live during Paul and Ben. Just tune in for that. One fight. Shell will make it interesting. Might have to do that. You play more cash or GPP? Would be funny if Penne was this week's Daniel. Yeah, Daniel last week. That was crazy. That was insane. I use FanDuel for moneyline and bet MGM for props because they have the under 1.5 all the time for every fight. Decent books there. I agree. KG is winning this. You will see line move on KG as the fight gets closer. Bold prediction there. That puts you over 300 on Patreon. Sweet. Hit that 300 mark. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. 300 is huge. 138 people, only 86 likes. Yeah, let's get to 100. Let's get to 100 before we get out here. We have 13 minutes left. Whitaker, Alessan, Gravely, Parlay for plus 140. I think they all win. I'd personally leave out Whitaker, but I do think he wins. Not a bad bet there. Gastelum in all lineups. I have him in like 25%. Where is Clint? Clint's I don't know where Clint's at. 90 likes, but 237 here. Y'all can do better than that. I agree. Let's get to 100. Playing Vespino in the BJJ matches on his back. I'm talking about like MMA fights, so yeah. Lagged a little bit. Max with the dono here. Thank you so much, Max. 6,200 CRC. I don't know what that means, but yeah, thank you so much, dude. It means a lot. Appreciate that. Thoughts on Jimmy Crute versus Anthony Smith next week? Give me Jimmy Crute winning dominantly. I'm not familiar with Patreon. Can you use PayPal to subscribe? I believe so. I believe you can. Yeah, I believe you can. I think so. Okay, bro, let's see Whitaker winning today. I need good luck. Good luck, man. Yeah, I hope hopefully he does win. Took your three-legger and dropped a bank on it. Let's go. Yeah, my personal parlay this week is going to be Gravely and Alessan. We'll know very soon whether Gravely does win. He's the first fight of the night. Good luck, Wong. Yes, sir. Good luck. Switch Espino, pick Romanov, please. You know King Kong got this. I'll stick with Espino, but I wouldn't be shocked if Romanov got it done. DFS lock. No lock, but the guy I have most exposure to is Tony Gravely at 66% owned. Sounds good. I'd agree. I think Crute by first or second round submission. Yeah, I think Crute can knock him out in like the first round. I think Espino wins. Has that win tonight? He could. Thoughts on Gravely, Hubbard, Whitaker, under 1.5 Alessan. I like it. I like it. Not something I do, but I do think it hits. Costa Rica, Cologne. $10. Well, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Well, yeah, I added Tracy. Her missing weight doesn't sway me from picking her. Yeah, a lot of people are getting a little bit swayed, but we've seen recently, like the weigh-ins, they can look bad. Malarkey went out there. Spam went out there, looked good. Birdcheck first round sub. I sure hope not. Appreciate that, Anthony. You're the man. Subscribe to my boy Clint. Yeah, go subscribe to Clint as well. How many finishes? Give me 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna say like 5 finishes. I think a lot of these fights do go to decision. But yeah, so hit the like button, subscribe, all the good stuff. About 10 more minutes, I'm head out of here. You guys can come over to Pub Sports Radio Live. We're gonna go live around like 7 o'clock, so like 10 minutes. Live betting, all the good stuff. You can see my reactions. Hopefully good reactions, not bad ones. But all up to Tony Gravely coming up pretty soon. And then to close out that parlay, Alessan, which if Alessan wins, it's going to be a pretty good night. If he loses, I'll be really upset and he probably should retire. But really counting on Alessan this week. I know a lot of people are a little bit iffy about it because he has looked bad, but Jacob Kun. Yeah, it's a pretty tough card to call. I'm not going crazy on it. Not much betting action. I already have more betting action for next week than this week, especially after losing a bet this week already. I lost the bet on Zara Farron. But I'm not going crazy on this card, as a lot of people should not, honestly. But should be a good one. Should be hopefully a profitable event. And overall, the card's pretty solid. If Hubbard gets a finish, what could it be? I'd say like a 3rd round knockout, if anything. But I'm more leaning towards the decision. I can't even imagine a reality where Alessan does not catch a body under a minute. Yeah, you go back in his career, and he's knocking out some guys that are much better than Jacob Kun. So I'd be shocked. I mean, the only concern I have is if Alessan comes in here kind of hesitant. The dude just got knocked out, I believe, for the first time. Kind of hesitant, stays on the outside, tries to win a decision. That's my only concern, which I do think he could do that, but that's my only concern, really. He's not great. Do you get annoyed by conjecture of MMA fans who are just confident about their picks based on nothing? I wouldn't say annoyed, but yeah, there are some people that just pull up pictures and pick based off of pictures, which nothing wrong with that, but I don't get annoyed, really. Great cardio. That's like the best aspect of his game, is that great cardio. What's up, Josh? Thank you for the dono. Really appreciate that, buddy. $5. Maybe that can go towards me buying MLB The Show, possibly. That'd be sweet. Haven't played MLB The Show for a long time, but I do remember loving that game. I can't see Romanov losing. He's a beast, like my boy Clint. You and Clint, man. You love Clint. I like Clint as well, but you love him. The best in the business for sports picks. The man wins $50K plus nightly. Go see it for yourself on his YouTube page. Bookie giving back. $50K plus nightly. Sounds interesting. I just meant dudes who are like Gastelum is gonna win, you idiot. Oh yeah. You gotta back it up with at least some explanation on your pick. He's in love with them, yes. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I'll check it out tonight. But yeah, about 5 more minutes, guys, and I'll head out of here. Thank you all for hanging out. Really good turnout. I was expecting maybe like 100 people, but like doubled that, so sweet. Kind of on short notice as well. So I guess for now we'll do like an hour before lock each time. Worked out great. Because I already have my lineups done. I already have everything in. I don't really need to do anything besides just chill here for an hour. Do everything late at night. Thanks, Brady. Good luck tonight. Good luck to you as well, JP. I think Whitaker wins. I think he wins a decision. No action for me on that fight, though. Any good value not to go to the distance props, kind of like the Gravely fight. I was thinking about Arlovsky-Sherman. It's plus money, heavyweight fight, but the Arlovsky not having many finishes is scaring me off. That's one I think has some solid value, if anything, really. I'd lean towards yes, but if Bush wins, it's going to be in the first round, and maybe Hubbard gets a late finish, but I lean towards yes. I like Romanov. So in DraftKings, I went basically 50-50. I went Espino 50%. I went Romanov 45% just based off of the price of Espino. But yeah, I like Romanov. I'm a big fan of Romanov. Just not betting it. Does the fight start soon? Yeah, the fight starts in like 4 minutes. if I start in like 4 minutes. But I think they're going to talk a little bit because we lost the fight. Uncle Weezy, let's get this money. Always here. Appreciate that. Orlovsky will KO Sherman. I think it's possible. Game Pass bet. So now is a bad time to tell you about the scratch fight. It'd be a horrible time. That'd be awful. That'd be terrible. Good luck to you as well, Alexander. I got the show 19 with updated roster. Plays beautifully. There you go. I don't mind who wins out of Whitaker Gastelum as long as Clinton is okay. Hopefully Clint's okay. Not sure what Clint's on this week, but hopefully he has a good week as well as all you guys also. Bush looked like he just got out of concentration camp to make weight. I don't know what that means, but yeah, it did look like he did not look great on the skills. Gastelum, Close, Arlovsky, Alessan, Mearshart, Hubbard. Let's go. Good luck to you, Diego. Yeah, we have like 4 minutes left. I'll go over my final bets and then we'll head out of here. So Jeremy Stevens minus 120, 1.2 units. Parlay with Alessan Gravely minus 131, 1.5 units. Alessan wins by TKO round 1 plus 135, 0.5 units. Mearshart wins by submission plus 290, 0.5 units. Cortez wins by decision 1.3 units. Those are my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bets. Next week I already have 4 bets, but pretty big ones. So I'll be trying to get the content out for UFC 261 pretty early. I'm done with like half the cards, still have half to go. What is the salary line? Is it what they get paid? No, that's the DraftKings salary. Yeah, I think if Munoz wins, it's by decision. I do. I just don't know what it has to do with the weigh-ins, dude. Romanov, Close, Arlovsky, Clint, Hubbard. My goodness, Gino. My goodness. All right, guys. I'm going to head out. If you guys want to, keep hanging out, go ahead over to Pub Source Radio Live, going live for the fights pretty soon. I'll be on there. I'm going to get something to eat first probably and then head up on there. We have the first fight of the night is going to be Gravely versus Burchak. Lot ready on Gravely. Would love him to start the night off right, but I'm going to head out of here. You can follow me on Twitter, DFS_numbers. I may or may not be live tweeting throughout the event. Instagram, DFS by the numbers. All my plays are posted there. You can check out the Patreon. The link will be in the description below. You get a ton of extra content. Just added a bunch of new things. The optimizer for the MMA Premium. The betting package now includes the advanced stats, and then Uncle Weezy is also working on some really cool things for next week as well. So exactly, that was a horrible joke, TJ. That was horrible. That was really, it wasn't good. But good luck to you, TJ. Good luck to you, Cloud. Thanks and good luck to you as well. Hit the like button if you guys can on the way out. Hopefully we get that 100 like. Gravely Hassan by KO, good combination. I do like it. So that's about it, guys. Good luck for UFC Vegas 24. Let's make some money. I'll see you guys next week for UFC 261, which is a very good card. I'm going to be going pretty hard on next week's card as well. So good luck, guys, and I will talk to you guys very soon.